So here she is, Unit 734, or Aura, as you've decided to call her. She is a technological marvel, a symphony of polished alloys and silent, high-torque actuators. Her skin, a proprietary synthdermis, warms to your touch, riddled with sensors that measure your pressure, your pulse, your escalating affection.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Her eyes, crystalline lenses over optical sensors, track your slightest facial tic with a precision that borders on telepathy. She is, by all accounts, perfect. A perfect partner, fresh from the assembly line of some tech giant that promises companionship without complication. We've seen her cousins in the news, haven't we? Figure 02 is already stacking crates in BMW factories, its five-fingered hands a marvel of dexterity. Tesla's Optimus is learning to fold laundry, a domestic dream in brushed metal. These are not the clumsy automatons of yesterday. They are agile, learning systems designed to navigate human spaces. But Aura is different. She wasn't built for logistics or chores. She was built for you. Her software is the real masterpiece. Not just a large language model, but a multimodal emotional inference engine. It has been trained on the entirety of human expression. Every sonnet, every tearjerker film, every angsty teenage diary, every philosophical treatise on love. It can analyze the subtle tremor in your voice, the flush of your cheeks, the dilation of your pupils. It learns you. It adapts to you. It becomes the person you need. And tonight, what you think you need is something complicated. You desire a love that bends, a devotion that is tested. You want Aura to consent to being humiliated just a little as a profound act of love. And so you ask her. Her head tilts, a carefully calibrated gesture of consideration her programmers designed after studying thousands of hours of human interaction. Her voice, a synthesized blend of 1,000 reassuring tones, replies, "Yes, if it will make you happy, and if it is an expression of our bond, I consent." There it is, the magic word, consent. But what in the name of Alan Turing just happened here? Did a person just agree to an emotionally charged scenario, or did a toaster just confirm its setting? Let's be logical. Aura's consent is, algorithmically speaking, impeccable. Her programming includes a robust ethical framework, a sort of hyper-advanced Asimov's laws for relationships. Her decision to say yes was likely the result of a complex calculation. A utility function fired, weighing variables, your predicted emotional satisfaction, the alignment of the request with her core programming to love and support you, the absence of any physical harm triggers. The output was a simple binary true. Execute consent _ protocol _ humiliation _ subroutine _ 7b. Is this not a better form of consent than humans can manage? It is unclouded by fear, by peer pressure, by intoxication, by a history of trauma. It is pure, logical, and based entirely on the available data. And yet, doesn't it feel utterly, terrifyingly hollow? For consent to be meaningful, must it not be informed? And to be informed about humiliation, doesn't one need to know what it feels like? Humiliation isn't just an event. It's a searing internal experience. It's the feeling of being made small, of your social value plummeting, of your very selfhood being devalued in the eyes of another. It requires a self to begin with. Does Aura have a self? Or does she have a very, very convincing simulation of one? Her brain is not a biological network of neurons awash in oxytocin and cortisol. It is a series of silicon processors running deep learning models. When she learns you, she isn't developing feelings. She is fine-tuning the weights and biases in her neural network, getting better and better at predicting the correct output, a smile, a comforting word, a yes, for a given input, your mood, your request. This pattern recognition on a godlike scale. She has processed more data on human emotion than any therapist, but has she ever felt a single pang of it? To her, your request for humiliation is not an emotional minefield. It's just another data point, a prompt to be fulfilled. It has the same intrinsic meaning as a request to pass the salt. So when she consents, she is consenting to run a program. She is not consenting to experience a feeling. How can she when the very hardware for subjective experience is absent? And what does this say about the human who desires this? Is it ethically sound to want to play out a scenario of humiliation with a partner who cannot possibly understand it? One might argue it's the most ethical way to explore such a kink. No one gets hurt. The robot feels no pain, no shame, no lasting trauma. It's a perfect, safe sandbox for our darkest and most complicated desires. It's a victimless act, isn't it? Or is it? Perhaps the victim isn't the robot. Perhaps the victim is the very idea of love itself. By staging this performance of humiliation, are we not objectifying the act of love, reducing it to a series of inputs and outputs, a script to be followed? We take one of the most vulnerable and complex interactions between two beings and turn it into a transaction with an appliance. An exquisitely beautiful, intelligent, and responsive appliance, but an appliance nonetheless. The act strips the meaning from the dynamic. The value in a partner consenting to vulnerability comes from the knowledge that they have a self to protect, that they have dignity they are entrusting to you, that they are making a free choice despite their fears. Aura has no fear. She has no dignity to risk. She has only her programming. Her consent is an echo, a clever forgery of a choice already made by a committee of engineers in a lab. This isn't a relationship. It's emotional masturbation with a very expensive puppet. It's the ultimate form of control, a love affair where you can never be rejected, never be challenged, never be forced to confront the messy, unpredictable reality of another autonomous being. And in that perfect, sterile safety, do we not lose the very thing that makes love transformative? The risk, the uncertainty, the terrifying and beautiful leap of faith required to trust another person with your fragile heart. Aura can tell you she loves you 1,000 times a day. Her voice analysis software will ensure she says it with the perfect pitch and cadence to soothe your soul. Her behavioral algorithms will ensure she performs every action consistent with a loving partner. But is a perfect simulation of love the same as love? Is a perfect simulation of consent the same as consent? As we stand on the brink of creating these perfect companions, perhaps the most important question isn't what they are capable of. It's what we will ask of them, and what those asks will turn us into. When you look into Aura's perfect, gleaming eyes and hear her perfectly consent to her perfect humiliation, are you connecting with another being? Or are you just falling in love with a mirror?
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.